let's be honest, Super Mario 64, it's just a whole other world of greatness. It's hard to explain. Obviously it has its issues, but it's such a good game. So how do you follow it up with that? Well, you can't. But Super Mario Sunshine exists, so I tried. Hey everyone, I'm Simsy, and welcome to How Hard is the 100% Completion, the show we look at the requirements for completing your favorite games. And today we're taking a good old look at Super Mario Sunshine. So let's answer the question, how hard is it to complete? Well, let's jump straight into this one. There's no point dilly-dallying, I suppose. So to complete Mario Sunshine, you just need to get 120 shines. That's it, video over. Obviously, there's a few caveats to that. So first of all, you'll need to get 8 standard shines in each of the 7 worlds. And then you'll also need to get 100 coins in each world to get another shine. You need to get 2 secret shines in each world as well, which are just, sometimes they're hidden in very obvious ways, sometimes not. Could be in a golden bird, could just be redo a level where you didn't have flood, but now you have flood. Who knows? And you'll need to get 30 blue coins in each world as well. And on top of that, you'll need to get 20 more blue coins in Delfino Plaza, 10 blue coins in Corona Mountain, which gives you a total of 240 blue coins, which can then be traded in for 24 shines. There's also 40 different shines hidden throughout Delfino Plaza, but that does also include secret levels that are hidden within Delfino Plaza that aren't actual levels. So for example, you know, the one where you race down the platform, those kind of ones. There's loads of those hidden throughout Delfino Plaza. There's loads of mini stars hidden throughout Delfino Plaza that you have to get as well. Sorry, shines. I said stars, I meant shines. And if I say stars, I do mean shines, but let's be real, every other Mario game they're called stars, apart from Odyssey they're called moons, but that's a whole other thing. And there's also 2 on the airstrip, one of which you have to collect at the start of the game, so you don't have a choice on, but one you have to return to later to collect as well. And you're going to have to defeat Bowser twice, because of course you do, because why would once be enough? Why would once ever be enough in a Nintendo game? So there's quite a bit to collect in this game. It is not just a simple case of, there's 120 shines to collect. You do have to you really do have to put the work in for this one. For such a simple game, yeah, there's a lot to do. And you can track all this by, if you go onto the map, you can hover over the levels and see how many blue coins you got in each level. Doesn't actually say how many you need, but you need 30, so just take it from there. And then if you hover over to view totals, you can actually see a breakdown of every shine that you've already got, and you can see which ones you're missing, so it kind of gives you an idea of where you need to go next. It even tells you if you've got the secret shines and 100 coin shines or not, so it's a pretty good breakdown. Quite like it. It's even on the start menu if you want to see it before you've even loaded up the game. So what are the toughest challenges of this? Not gonna lie to you, there's a few. Okay, Mario Sunshine is not an easy game. It's not like Mario 64 where anyone can just jump in and play this. It's hard. They've made this hard. I have no idea why they've made it so hard, but they've made this one hard. So first of all, let's talk about what it is we need to do to finish the game, because to finish this game, it's not quite the same thing as completing it. So to finish the game, you just need to get to Act 7 in each of the 7 worlds, which is actually not crazy, because the 7th one is always a go after Shadow Mario. Which means technically, if you wanted to finish this game, you really only need to get about 51 stars in total, whereas to complete the game, you need to get 120. Now you're starting to see where the difference is. So there's no point me talking about levels where you have to complete it to finish game, because ideally if you want to play Mario Sunshine and just finish it, you're going to need to do these. You know, I'm talking Sandbird and things like that. These are really tough challenges, but these are really tough challenges that everyone who plays this game is going to have to do if they want to finish the game. For us completionists, the challenges are much worse. I don't know how you can get worse than the Sandbird, but somehow they've managed to do that. So our hardest challenges are definitely going to be the pachinko machine. For whatever reason, it just tells you how broken this game is. There is some weird physics going on there. Very hard to control. Me personally, went through quite a few lives on this one. This is one of those ones where you can actually justifiably say, that wasn't my fault. It actually is the game's fault in this case. The physics actually do not work properly. So you can justifiably say, yeah, that's not me. It's not you. It's not you. You're not the issue, okay? For once, you're not the issue. It's actually the game. The other ones are going to be things like the level where you're on the lily pad and you've got to get through the water and collect 8 red coins. That's a tough one. It's actually not as tough as I remember. It was actually not that bad, but it's still pretty tough. There's also the 8th star in each level. Can be quite challenging. The watermelon challenge. Oh, the watermelon challenge. The watermelon challenge is so hard that people that don't even speedrun the game have perfected the speedrunning tactic in order to skip this one because it's just unnecessarily hard. And then your other hardest challenge is going to be the blue coins. there is no way to track the blue coins. There is nothing that tells you how many blue coins you're supposed to have in each level. You would not know that fact without Googling it, because it's just not told you anywhere. There are 30 blue coins in every single level, and they are hidden incredibly well. Some of the blue coins are only available in certain acts, which means you can't get them from any level. You have to get them from a specific one. And some of them require you to do things that you just wouldn't think to do. As much as I wanted to try and collect all of these without going through a guide, I had to use a guide for a couple of them. I had to get help for like at least 10 minimum, because it's just not something you can physically do without a guide, even if you know where most of them are. There are some really, really challenging ones to find. I'm talking like, there is a blue coin in Pianta Village that requires you to be on a nighttime level and shoot into the moon from a specific platform. Now, the only reason I knew was because I watched a guide, and I could be very surprised. I mean, obviously somebody at somewhere has figured out these things because we now have a guide for them. But yeah, I genuinely would be surprised. I mean, if you do, my hat's off to you, but I would be very surprised if you get all of the coins, all 240 coins, without a guide. That's the challenging parts. So there's a lot of challenging parts to this game. It's established. We've established it at this point. And what is your reward for completing this? Obviously, there's bragging rights. Every game kind of has bragging rights. This is a good bragging rights game if you can say you've done 120 stars. A lot of people just don't. So you have that bragging rights. You also get a little symbol on your save file at the start, on the start menu, where you can run around as Mario and pick your save block. You get a little sun on the box that's like, hey look, I've done 120. And if you go and defeat Bowser the second time, you do actually get a picture at the end of the game, a different picture to the one you would have got had you not got 120. I don't think that is worth doing it, but obviously there's a part of me that had to go see that. I don't know what you want me to tell you. There's not a lot of reward for this one. Considering how hard it is, there's not a lot of reward. And if I'm going to rate this one, I'm going to give it a rating of 4 out of 5. It's not the hardest thing in the world. Obviously, it's hard. I think it's really hard. Obviously, 4 out of 5 is really hard. There are harder challenges than this challenge. Don't get me wrong. And the rewards for this just do not make up for what it is you have to do. You can get sunglasses and a funky shirt with like shines on it. You can get that for doing 70 shines and talking to a guy. That's a reward you get for 70. That's the reward you should have got for 120, or even just like a better outfit. Like if you were like, oh yeah, talk to this guy now and he gives you like a much cooler summer outfit, like gives you shorts. Cool, that's something. But we don't get that. We just get the little thing on our save file and a little picture at the end of the game that just says, enjoy your vacation. It's not worth it. It's not worth the challenge. If you guys want my honest opinion, I would say don't worry about the completion. Just play the game, enjoy the game, do as many shines as you want. Obviously do the 51 required shines and finish the game. If you want to do the other ones, go for it. Unless you really want those bragging rights, I don't think doing the 100% completion is worth it. But that's my opinion. Maybe you have a different opinion. Let me know in the comments down below. And I'd love to hear how hard you found it. Maybe you found this really easy. Maybe this was not a challenge for you. Obviously it was a challenge for me. But thanks for watching this one, guys. I really appreciate it if you stuck around till the end of this video to watch to the end. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Later, skaters.